So interestingly, a video that I uploaded to my YouTube channel 3 or 4 days ago has had over 80 views and a couple of comments from a couple of viewers in the US. Now, as I stated with that video, I think the title of the video was actually something like, "This video has no point, just a walk and chat," because I wanted to see if a video like that would get any kind of interaction whatsoever with no thought whatsoever. You know, a lot of the videos that I do, which I think out and I script and I put a lot of effort into, generally seem to fare no better than this one that took me 10 minutes to record, 20 minutes to edit, bish bash bosh, straight onto YouTube, and a couple of people in the US saw it and watched it, most importantly. Kind of changes things a little bit. It makes me think, is authentic content just being your authentic self like this without too much thought? Is that the way forward here? Is that the answer to recording YouTube videos? And fundamentally, I have to ask myself, why am I recording a YouTube video? What am I hoping to get out of this whole process? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I'm being brutally honest there. I don't really know. I know I enjoy the process of filming on myself, and I know I enjoy the creative side of editing that video, taking out all the fluff that doesn't need to be there, being left with an end product that you're happy with, that you're proud to upload into the interweb, and then sit back and see what the fallout is. Now, the recent fallout from the video that I put up before that walk and talk, you know, with Ella, when I went on a little 8-minute rant. Now, that video, I did a video on advice being in your 50s. I think the title of that was "The Things That I Wish I Knew When I Was in My Teens, 20s, but that you don't necessarily think too much about now you're in your 50s." Or something like that. I can't remember verbatim. And the one thing I will say is I actually got a little bit of negativity thrown at me for that video. By negativity, I'm talking about comments, because I don't get many comments at all. Any video that I've put onto YouTube lately where I've aimed it specifically at a 50-year-old market, or if I've mentioned 50 years old in the title, seems to be doing a lot better than my normal stuff. So the videos that I've aimed explicitly towards 50-year-olds are averaging 700, 800, 900 views, where generally I'm around about the 150 to 200 view mark, apart from those advice style videos. Now, I've been criticised for it. One of the comments on the last video was something like, "Offering life advice is the ultimate form of arrogance." That really hit me. It hit me. I know I shouldn't let people's opinions get me down and bother me. And I wish I could say, I don't care. I don't care what people think. I don't care what you think, because I'm going to do what I want to do. I wish I could say that, but unfortunately I can't. Because unfortunately, I care too much about what people think. And that's probably one of my downfalls in life. As much as I'd like to think I've got extremely thick skin, I don't think I have. I think my skin's somewhere in between the two. I mean, I've got medium skin. Now, I realised this when I wrote my Everest book in 2016. I wasn't prepared for some of the critical comments that I received for writing that book. And it crushed me. It really did. It was my first experience of humanity being nasty towards humanity. And I wasn't fully prepared for that, because I've always been such a positive, kind person. That's the front that I project. Try and be as nice as I can. I don't like openly criticising people. I don't like criticising products. If I was going to leave a review to a product on Amazon, unless I'd had really bad service, I'd always shy away from doing that. I've been like that in life. God, my bum's hot. Got my heated seat on at the minute. I'm on my way down to the pharmacy. For those that might have watched me and picked up on something I said recently, I actually do a part-time pharmacy delivery round. It's only a couple of hours a day, but it keeps me busy, and it's all I want to do. This pharmacy turned around and said to me, "We want you to do 4 hours a day." I'd quit, because I don't want to. I have other things I need to do and other things I want to do in my day than driving around in my car for 4 hours. Whereas I don't mind doing 2 hours. Plus, I feel like I'm giving back. This is the type of job which it's nice to deliver prescriptions to elderly, infirm people who, a lot of them are housebound. So I do get a lot of satisfaction out of doing this job. I get paid an hourly rate for doing it, but I think even if I wasn't getting paid, it would be the type of voluntary thing, would be very rewarding that I might consider doing for a short amount of time anyway. So the pay is just a bonus for me, but I enjoy doing it. So that's where I am. I'm heading on down to the pharmacy. Oh, where was I? Sidetracked. I care what people think, and I care too much. Now, I know I shouldn't, and I know I need to sort that out. Having a YouTube channel, not everybody is going to relate, and not everybody is going to like what you put out there and what I put out there. And I'm finding that. It doesn't mean it stings any less when somebody is nasty towards you. So that comment about it's the ultimate form of arrogance offering advice, it made me think I just can't win. Now, I've always said, maybe my mistake with the video the other day was that I actually packaged it up as advice. Looking back on that video, I said this is advice when I've never really said that. Generally always preface my videos by saying, this is my opinion, you know, do as you will. Don't take this as gospel, because at the end of the day, we're all different, and everybody, no two people are the same. And what might work for one person won't necessarily work for somebody else. And I understand that. So generally, I do tend to say this is just my opinion. Please make of it what you will. But I think on the last video I put up about, I was very vocal about saying this is advice, this is what you should do, to which somebody took umbrance to. And another piece of feedback I had on that video was, if you're going to do videos like this where you're offering sort of advice, maybe back it up with some, you know, real life scenarios, real life stories that you've been through. And I think that's a really good idea. And the reason why I haven't is because I try and race through the points that I want to say in as short amount of time as possible. And I feel as I don't have enough time to go into all this anecdotal stuff about my life and how that relates to the points I'm saying. So somebody said maybe you need to do that. And I totally take that on board. Any type of feedback and criticism or critique like that is valuable and it's rewarding. And I'm more than happy to look at that. And it's something I've considered anyway, that I should be doing that. So I'm a bit nervous now about putting videos out and then getting the naysayer brigade taking a pop at me, because I do need to toughen up and I do need to not take the comments to heart as much as I am doing. Because I genuinely feel as though I'm okay putting myself out on a camera, and I'm okay talking to the camera and offering my tidbits on life. Feel as though I've got some value that somebody might get something out of, then I want to share that. While I'm working out this whole channel and while I'm working out what I'm aiming to get from my YouTube adventure, and I just have to be prepared that I am going to get, you know, the odd one or two negative comment thrown my way for doing so. That's life, unfortunately, and we can't control other people's actions. If somebody wants to take time out of their day to sit and type mean words on their computer keyboard or on their tablet, their phone, there's nothing we can do about that. By putting content out onto the internet and out onto YouTube the way that I do and the way that a lot of people do, we are putting our heads above the parapet, aren't we? And we have to be prepared for the fallout. That's all I'm going to say. I'm getting my head back in the game. I looked back on my video where I was walking out with Ella, and I think I said I was going to have some time out. But what's that going to solve? I enjoy this. So it's time to just strike and just get on with it. Don't let the bastards grind you down, so they say. I'll put this video out, and then very, very soon, I'll present my video on Finding Nemo. How watching that movie and how the movie Finding Nemo, the Disney Pixar movie, has a lot of applicable life lessons that can be applied to anybody's life. And I will take on board one of the comments I had and try and weave in some of my life experiences while I present the reasons why Finding Nemo is such a good, solid life advice movie. Have a great day, people. I'm almost at the pharmacy. I'm going to go and start delivering my prescriptions and medications for an hour or so. Keep wondering, keep wandering. Get out there. Isn't that the main thing about life, is just to get yourself out there. Just keep swimming. Prelude to what's to come.